Has someone you love started showing small, subtle changes recently? Maybe they've seemed a little more tired, eaten a little less, or just seemed different somehow. We often imagine death in old age as something sudden, a heart attack, a fall, an illness. But in many cases, it's not like that at all. In truth, the body begins to give quiet warnings, months, sometimes even a year, before life reaches its final stage. But these signs are often so gentle, so subtle, that we miss them. Until it's too late. Too late to prepare. Too late to say the things that matter most. Too late to make those final memories count. But when we do recognize these signs early, we can change that. We can offer better care. We can provide peace. And most of all, we can be present in the way that matters most. Today on Golden Wisdom, we're going to walk you through 5 key signs that often appear in the final year of an elderly person's life. Some of them might surprise you. Some you may have already noticed, but brushed off as just old age. Stick with us until the end, because understanding these signs isn't about fearing death. It's about giving love, dignity, and comfort when it matters most. It often starts with something small. A belt that doesn't fit anymore. A favorite shirt that suddenly seems too loose. Less food left on the plate, or none at all. We often say, "Oh, it's just part of getting older." But unintentional weight loss, especially in someone over 70, is rarely just aging. In reality, it's one of the clearest signs that the body is starting to shut down. You see, in the final stages of life, the body slowly becomes less efficient at absorbing nutrients. Muscle mass decreases. Appetite fades. And the systems responsible for digestion begin to wind down. It's not just that they're eating less. It's that their body needs less, because it's preparing for a final transition. Sometimes, the taste of food changes. The joy of eating disappears. Even favorite dishes sit untouched. Families often try to help, serving comfort foods, high-protein drinks, anything to spark interest. But when the body is on this path, no amount of calories will fully stop the loss. That's when it's time to shift our thinking. From fighting the weight loss to focusing on comfort. Easy-to-eat meals. Hydration. Peace at the dinner table. Because what matters now isn't gaining pounds. It's preserving dignity and cherishing moments over meals. They used to water the plants. Go for short walks. Even enjoy a chat after dinner. But now, just getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain. Another powerful sign that someone may be in their final year is extreme fatigue. This isn't ordinary tiredness. It's the kind that doesn't go away with rest. They nap more. Sit longer. They may even start falling asleep during conversations. This happens because, as organs begin to slow down, the body conserves its energy. Heart function decreases. Circulation weakens. And muscles don't receive the same level of oxygen. Imagine your body gradually shifting from action to preservation. That's what this stage is. For loved ones, it can be heartbreaking to watch. You want to help. You want to motivate them. But pushing them to do more only brings frustration. What they truly need now is your patience, your presence, and permission to rest without guilt. Fatigue also affects the emotions. Many seniors feel ashamed when they can't do what they used to. They may withdraw, not because they don't care, but because they don't have the strength. So instead of asking them to try harder, try sitting with them. Hold their hand. Watch their favorite show together. Because being there, in quiet companionship, matters more than words. You're sitting beside them, maybe holding their hand. And suddenly, you notice something. They're breathing. It's not steady anymore. Sometimes it's rapid, then slow, then a long pause before the next breath. This can be frightening to witness. But these shifts in breathing are another common sign that the body is approaching the end of its journey. You may hear shallow breaths, long pauses between breaths, occasional gasping or Cheyne-Stokes breathing, a rhythmic pattern that sounds like a wave. In many cases, the person doesn't feel pain during this phase. In fact, they're often unaware of the changes. It's us, the loved ones, who carry the worry. What's happening is simple, though deeply profound. As the body prepares for death, the brain begins sending weaker signals to regulate breathing. It's as though the lungs are slowly learning to let go. If you notice this happening, don't panic. And don't assume death is imminent. It may still be weeks or months away. But it is a gentle nudge, reminding us to begin preparing emotionally. This is a time for quiet peace. Soothing music. Soft lighting. Gentle hands. Sometimes, just being there, calm and still, is the greatest comfort you can offer. Once upon a time, they were the life of the party. Or at least the warm heart of the living room. But now, they seem distant. Quiet. Detached. They cancel visits. They stop answering phone calls. They might even sleep through family dinners without apology. This isn't rudeness. It isn't depression. And it isn't rejection. It's the soul, slowly beginning to say goodbye. You see, in the final year, many elderly people begin turning inward. It's not always a conscious decision. But it's natural. They may no longer have the energy to follow conversations. Or perhaps, deep down, they're starting to let go of roles, of responsibilities, even of relationships. Some will say, "Don't be a stranger. Visit them more. Snap them out of it." But the truth is, they don't need more stimulation. They need space to rest, to reflect, to be. Of course, keep showing love. But give them the freedom to retreat, without guilt, without pressure. Because in those quiet moments, something sacred is happening. The person you love is preparing, gently, to cross into a new chapter. Not with fear, but with a kind of quiet acceptance. Now here's the one that surprises everyone. Just when you think they're fading, something strange and beautiful can happen. They wake up bright-eyed. They speak clearly. They ask for their favorite food, or tell an old story like it happened yesterday. You might even think, maybe they're getting better. Maybe they've turned a corner. This moment of clarity is often called terminal lucidity or the final rally. It can happen days, or even hours, before death. And no one fully understands why. Some believe it's the brain releasing a final surge of energy. Others say it's the soul preparing to say goodbye, with intention. Whatever the cause, it's a precious gift. Take the moment. Hold it close. Take pictures. Record their voice. Ask the questions you've been afraid to ask. Say the things you've been holding in your heart. Because this is likely the last opportunity. And though it may only last an hour or two, it can become one of the most cherished memories you'll ever carry. It's never easy to face the reality that someone we love is reaching life's end. But recognizing the signs, quietly, compassionately, can change everything. Because death is not a failure. It's not the enemy. It's a natural part of life's journey. And when we know the signs, we stop wasting precious time. We start saying the things that matter. We begin honoring the person, not just the patient. So if you've noticed any of these 5 signs in someone you love: unexplained weight loss, deep, persistent fatigue, changes in breathing, social withdrawal, a sudden moment of clarity, don't panic. Don't rush. But do open your heart. Spend time. Say I love you. Share stories. Forgive. Laugh. Cry. Hold hands. Because at the end of life, these are the moments that linger in the hearts of those who remain. If this video helped you, please share it with someone who might need it. And subscribe to Golden Wisdom, where we honor aging with truth, compassion, and grace. Until next time, take care of one another. And never underestimate the power of presence.